While I still have some of my faculties, I wanted to write you a letter. I'm writing this because I wish someone had given me some advice when my mom and dad passed away. First, I want you all to know that I love you forever and I'm blessed to have two great sons and a wonderful wife. I also want you to know that I'm going to do everything I can to maintain as much mental faculties as long as I can.
I'm Sam. I'm a current junior in college.
And I'm Noah. I'm a senior in high school right now, and my dad was diagnosed 18 months ago at the age of 59.
I was in the middle of the semester at college. It was in the middle of midterms, and I just kind of had to just try to figure out how to process this while also not failing my classes.
I'm lucky because I get to spend another year with him in high school, and so I get to see him every day and see, I guess, a more gradual downfall.
I come in every few months, so I see sharp declines every time I come in. So I'll show up one time and can set the table, can do everything pretty much fine, and then the next time I came home, he had no idea where stuff went on setting the table in the same spots we've had for the entire 20 years I've been alive.
It's scary to leave. I'm actually applying to SMU just to have the possibility of staying close if I need to.
Please do not do what I did. I wasted a lot of time fixated and worrying about getting Alzheimer's because I saw what happened to my dad when he had it.
Honestly, I think his worst fear in life was having Alzheimer's, and his worst fear became his reality, which is really difficult.
He has a very visceral image of his dad's decline with Alzheimer's, and it really upset him and his siblings.
As a result, I wasted a lot of time that I could have spent enjoying my life, family, and friends because I was fixated on the disease so much.
The best thing we can do is be prepared to handle it properly.
We just have to learn lessons and strategies from my dad's experience.
Alzheimer's is a terminal illness, so there's a cap of around 20 years at the best scenario, and more realistically, probably 10.
Both my brother and I made an intentional effort to try to spend quality time doing more stuff with him because ultimately we're just not going to have that time in 20, even 10 years.
We fight less.
Yeah, it's just the general realization. It's like we can either choose to fight and argue, which will upset my dad and waste some of the time we have left, or we can generally get along and try to spend time with him and each other in a better mood, which will ultimately be a better use of the time than fighting.
A couple of things I would like you all to do is to be there for each other. You're still a family, and I'm sure it's going to be tough for a while. It was when my mom and dad passed away.
The letter was amazing. It communicated so much emotion that honestly we'd been missing because there'd been intention to try to hide it from us. And I think that common understanding of where he's coming from and why he was so scared helped me, at least, in understanding it a lot more.
It made me feel safer that he understood what was going on and he was accepting and he could deal with it properly.
Ultimately, you have to accept that you can be afraid, and we don't know what's going to happen in 2 to 3 years, but that's okay. And the reaction to that fear shouldn't be shutting down, it shouldn't be anger, it needs to be value the time you have and try to use that time in productive ways to create memories for yourself so that you can remember your dad in the best light. No matter what happens in the future, I still love him for who he is.
A wise person told me that the secret of life is to live. So keep on living well and take time to do things with each other, including your cousins and friends. Treasure each day and keep exploring the world. I love you all. Dad.